Hello, welcome to another episode of Unfiltered with Us, the podcast where we strip everything back and talk about what really matters. Today's episode is going to be something that relates to everybody. So wherever you're listening from, anywhere in the world, thank you so much for tuning in. And this is something that you're going to really enjoy. Today, we're going to be talking about things, you wish you knew sooner. And this all kind of revolves back to even any journey you are on, either you're on an evolving journey, either you're on an educational journey, a business journey, just things generally in life. We kind of look back and be like, what? I wish I knew that sooner.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Things that school would never teach you. You would never learn this in school. And I guess it's life that has to teach you this. So, that's what we're diving in today.
Yeah, so before we dive into today's episode, kindly send this episode to your friends, family, loved ones. Tag us, like, share, and kindly subscribe to our podcast, Unfiltered with Us, and tell your loved ones about us.
Okay, so let's get unfiltered.
Yeah, let's get unfiltered.
Hi, welcome to Unfiltered with Us, and thank you for tuning into another episode with us. Today, it's a really global topic, and this topic is not bound by race or culture or age, really, because I guess as we grow, we continue to learn, and we're talking about things we wish we knew sooner. And this is not coming from a place of regret; it's coming more of a place of evolution and growth, because the truth is there are so many things that we can't know until you've lived through it, and then you reflect on it, and then you evolve from it, basically.
Yeah. So we all have that moment like, I wish I knew this sooner, or how come I didn't figure this out since?
Yeah.
This could have made my life easier, or this could have made my work process easier, or my career even much better, or I would have made better financial decisions last year.
Financial decisions.
Last week or yesterday. So, for financial decisions, that one always comes as a blow. Like, oh my goodness, and I'd already paid last week. I wish I knew this.
I wish I knew this sooner. Nah. So many I wish. Do you know how many things and things we would have saved on in life if only we had the right information or the right guidance? But there's no school to teach that.
Oh, definitely, there's no school to teach that. You learn that as you go and as you evolve in life. So, as they say, you learn from your mistakes, or you learn from the mistakes of others as you continuously grow in life. So, yeah, we have to keep evolving and we have to keep learning.
Yeah. So, when we're talking about things like this, it can even come from the little things on your path to evolving. Like, one thing I wish I knew sooner was, you don't really need everybody to understand you. And I guess, as you grow up, it takes a while before you get to that point. But you get to that point where you're like, oh, but this is where I'm coming from. I really want you to understand me. And you don't want to offend anybody, depending on your personality, though. You don't want to offend anybody. You're trying to play safe. You're trying to give everybody the reason behind your why. But as you grow older, you realize you can't let everybody, or it's not even possible, no matter how hard you try. Everybody can't understand you. And you have to stop. And it makes your life easier as well.
Definitely makes your life easier. And I think for me, speaking about you don't need everyone to understand you, or everyone can understand you.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first time I had clarity on it, which goes back to many years ago, my family. For me, I felt my family had to understand the things I love, the things I like, the things that I like to do, and understanding that my own journey and my own path will be different from theirs. I mean, in so many ways, even though we are alike in other ways as well. So, where we're from, naturally, our culture teaches us that, you have to do things this way. You have to go to school. You have to graduate from school, and you have to become a doctor and an engineer, whatever it is.
A doctor, engineer, banker.
Banker. Yeah, and going into business, there's so much risk. Why do you want to put your money in something that eventually you will lose along the line, or you'll make bad decisions and then you're broke and stuff like that. But that with a job, you have security and all that kind of stuff. But today we're learning that even if you have a job, you most likely do not have job security. The best
Yeah,
thing to do
that's a huge issue in the job market right now.
yeah, and it's a big global issue. A lot of people are unemployed because society has taught us, and most especially from our upbringing, our family too, they also taught us and engraved it in our heart and our brain that you know what, you have to go to school, and after school you have to find a job, and when you have find a job, you work for 40 to 35 years, and then you retire at the age of 70 or 75, depending on what country you're coming from. And when you retire, you fall back to pension and you live the rest
See how
of your life.
I just
And
broke
that's-
down somebody's life cycle
yes.
in
And-
3 sentences.
Oh yes, and I mean it's crazy thinking that our family conditions was this long, and we've been institutionalized and put in a box. You know, it's crazy, and that brings me to another point that I would like to buttress on. I mean, I went outside your scope and I wrote some things down.
Yeah, I love the fact that you're always writing things down, and I like the fact that I get to hear them on the show as well. So that's cool.
Yes. So, speaking about something you mentioned earlier, you can start over at any age.
Yeah.
For me, this is important as well, and this is something I wish I knew many years ago, and I wish I knew sooner as well. Like many people that I know as friends or previous colleagues that I've had discussions with.
Oh, I just thought of something as well. I'm going to write it while you're speaking.
Yeah. So there's this general consensus that at a particular age you should have bought a car. You need to have your own house. You need to have earned X amount of money, and you should have lived this particular. You should have lived life at this point.
Yeah.
But for me, I believe that's societal pressure, and what just happened? Well, let's continue.
I feel like there was a switch.
Oh yeah.
There was a quick switch.
Oh yeah, there was a quick power switch.
Oh my God. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, that was a brief pause. Yeah, so to continue my point, so like I said, society has put you in a box to make you believe that at a particular age you need to have achieved certain things, and if you have exceeded that age, you can't achieve anything more, you can't evolve, you can't change. And for me, I believe life is a journey.
Yeah,
and as you
as it
continuously,
should be,
as
yeah.
it should be, and as you continuously grow, like I don't want to use this animal, but I have to use it. Like a snake, you shed out your skin, or your skin is kind of replaced as you move through life. You know?
You shed your old skin and get new skin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get new skin. So meaning you are learning new skills, you are gaining more knowledge by reading, by educating yourself and surrounding yourself with people that continuously improve you and make you get better, and you're also adding value to those people as well too. And the biggest issue with age has to do with attaining some form of financial freedom, has to do with money. Oh, at the age of 25, I need to have made X amount of money. I have to become
And that's part of, you see, that takes
And
me
it's
to
so much
one
pressure.
point as well. You know what? Okay, let me let you finish that. But that takes me to another point. And I feel like there's just so many things that a lot of I wish I knew
Oh, yes.
sooner moments. But let me let you finish that.
Oh no, so I'm just saying that the thing with age is, for me, age is just a number. I've seen so many people at the age of 65 evolve and become someone else, and they're doing a lot better. There's no retirement plan. They're all living their lives. I mean, speaking of someone that's I won't say she's old, but she's doing great in her older age.
I know who you're talking
Who am I
about.
talking about?
My girl,
Who?
Mel. Mel Rabbit.
yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
I
so,
love her so much.
Yeah, I mean, look at her.
The aim is to get her on our podcast one of these days.
Yeah.
Mel Robbins, if you're going to ever, watch this is our 5th podcast, and the aim is to get you here one of these days. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you put that into.
I'll put that into the universe. Yes, I'll
Okay,
put that
so
into the universe. But yeah, like
Yeah,
speaking on what you're
so-
saying, the society the pressure the society puts on us, it's a lot. And it takes a lot before you even get to the point where you want to start evolving as a human. And most people, I don't say everybody, but most people don't get to that point till they're about maybe almost late 20s, early 30s. And that's when, you usually go through that midlife crisis and you start to question everything that you've always known. So I guess it's at this point you now get to the point. It takes a while before you get to the point where you realize, and this is another thing I wish I knew sooner, is that healing is your responsibility. It's not the responsibility of anybody else to help you heal. A lot of times we're waiting for we're waiting for an apology from the people, or waiting from an apology from somebody that kind of hurt us in the past, and until you realize that you're just stuck in that moment. Okay, personal experience. Everybody has gone through some sort of trauma, and I've gone through a phase in my life where I felt like somebody hurt me, and I internalized that for the longest time. You're laughing. I internalized that for the longest time because I just felt like, oh, this person wronged me, and I don't know if I was waiting for an apology, but I was just waiting for something to happen. And yeah, I was moving on, but I wasn't really healing until I realized that healing was for me to do and it was for me to gain from. I healed, moved past it, and I was better off for it. But for the longest time, I was just waiting like, oh, yeah, I'm just upset. And that was, like I said, I've been on this evolving journey for a while, and that was me unevolved. So I wish I knew that sooner, basically.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, what do you call it? People are going to hurt us, and we're also going to hurt people. No one's perfect, but all the time, like I say, and like I now know, the best thing for you to do is to move on.
Yeah.
There's really no need for you to wait for someone to come back and apologize, and because you need to find peace in yourself.
In yourself, that's the most important thing.
We all have to find peace in ourselves as humans. That is how you get to move forward in life. That's how you get to grow. And like they say, and like I always say as well, time is the biggest currency you have in this world.
Yeah.
How you manage your time and how you spend your time is very important. And what you do with your time, things you think of, how you reciprocate love and value to others, and how you get that back as well.
True.
It's very important. So yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I commend you for that.
Yay.
That as long as along your journey.
Yeah, because
you now know.
Oh yeah. No. I've always known that because true healing it's actually a skill. It takes a lot because you might say you've healed, but you've not really healed, and you just realize that if you are in that situation, or if you encounter that person or something that just reminds you, you just realize that you just have that hurt. It just kind of floods and comes back. But when you heal truly, it doesn't affect you anymore because you've healed, you've analyzed it. And I think I think we've had a topic on this about, mental patterns.
Yes.
When you've healed from it, you've removed yourself from that mental pattern, that hurt, because you're not in that same situation anymore.
Yes.
So there's no need for, it's gone, so there's no need for you to let it still kind of like dictate how you behave and how you react. And another thing that I wish I knew sooner was saying no.
Saying no.
Yes, saying no. Saying no, because that was something that I kind of struggled with. Yeah, I kind of struggled with because I just wanted everybody to be happy, really. So I think sometimes it comes from a place of good till it becomes something bad. So I just wanted everybody to always be happy. Oh, you need this, I'll do it. Oh, you need that, I'll do it. Oh, you need this, oh yeah, you can have it. And then,
So what happened? What happened? What was the moment you realized that, what, I have to pivot now. I need to learn how to say no for my own sanity.
Yes.
And that makes you create boundaries as well.
Yeah, create boundaries. Yeah, so it all happened on this evolving journey of ours. And I just realized that there are just some things that, me saying yes to was not serving me. Me saying yes to was me giving out more than I could. And it was making me just tired. And it wasn't just serving me. I was giving out things that I needed for myself because I was trying to make other people happy. And that way I was staying stuck in the same situation where I couldn't move. And it could be something as simple as yes, just like you said, creating boundaries. Something as simple as maybe me and the girls were meant to like go out for a drink the next day at 5. But the next day at 5 was when I was meant to go to the gym or go for a run,
Oh, yes.
and it's in my schedule. If that's in my schedule, I learned to start saying no, because I knew I needed to keep fit for my own mental well-being. Like,
need to
that's
serve
just,
yourself first.
yeah, I need to serve, exactly. I needed to serve myself first. So, when I'm saying like, oh, you're being a bummer, you're not, I'm like, yeah, we can move it to a more convenient time for me, but I wouldn't always inconvenience. And what I would have done before is inconvenience myself. So by that way, I'm not eating my goals. I'm not getting to my own plans. And yeah, so that's one thing I wish I knew sooner, because I guess well, you never know. We always learn on the journey, but I guess I would have been far from where I am now if I had learned to say no sooner.
Yeah. For me, I've always been able to say no, and
Yes, you have.
yeah.
You were wondering what was wrong with me.
Oh yeah, and I know you've asked me a couple of times that, oh, how are you able to just say no to these things? Like, how do you feel afterwards? I'm like, I feel good. Like, internally, I've made up my mind. I've made my decision, and I've moved on with it. I made peace with myself. I mean, I do not see myself as someone who will want to waste my time on doing things that do not serve me at a particular point in time. That doesn't mean I can't create time for friends, or I can't create time for family, or, for anyone that is in need of my time.
Yeah.
But if what you're asking for is going to inconvenience me with the little time that I have to spare, my answer will be no, because at that point in time, I'm unable to serve you. I'm unable to help you out or do things for you. So my time is important, and how I spend my time is also critical as well. As we all say, 24 hours is short.
Yeah.
We need more hours. So saying no has been a thing for me, and will always be a thing for me.
Yeah, and I feel like at this point, saying no is actually a skill.
Oh yes,
Like,
it's a skill.
It is, right?
Yeah, it is a skill.
Oh,
Saying
okay.
no is actually a skill. It's a life hack.
It's a life hack, like,
And
for
like
me.
you rightly mentioned at the beginning of this episode, you said this is something you wouldn't learn in school.
No.
Your teacher is definitely not going to teach you how to say no. And
Yeah.
the importance of why you need
Because
to say
even
no. Because
growing up, I think we're kind of brought up to always say yes. Like, be kind, be nice, say yes, help people. But sometimes, and even another thing I learned, and I've learned as, oh my God, this is true life. Speaking of growing up, being selfish.
being selfish.
When you hear the word selfish, it gives you that negative connotation, like, oh, being selfish is a bad thing. Being selfish is not a bad thing.
No, being selfish.
As long as you're not being wicked selfish.
I've never heard that before. Wicked
Yeah,
selfish.
that's a mixture. I just popped that in my head right now. No, seriously. Because you need to be selfish and think of yourself first in some situations, not in a bad way. Like,
Oh, yes,
I don't mean go to the grocery store and take all the milk on the shelf because you're thinking of your. No, that's greedy. That's selfish. That's wicked. But you need to be intentional to think of yourself first, just like the explanation or the example I gave.
Yeah.
I had to think of myself first, because I knew that if I missed that, I probably won't have time to do that for another 4 days. And that's me breaking my routine. That's me not being selfish. So sometimes you need to be selfish. If I have 10 things and you ask me for 10, will I give you all the 10? So what do I have?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I mean when I say selfish, not wicked selfish in my own English.
Okay. Now.
Oh my God, that just popped into my head.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
selfish. Yeah, you are absolutely allowed.
Yeah. Another point of mine, and something that I believe I wish I knew sooner.
Yeah.
And I know this hits a lot of people as well too. Not everything deserves a reaction.
Oh, no. I need to give an applause for that one. And that is you.
Oh, yes, it's me.
It is
It's
so
me.
you. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
I'm being honest here.
I love this honesty.
Yes. Not everything deserves a reaction. So, for me,
I'm really interested in hearing this part.
I've struggled with this for years and years, and I'll say I finally come to realization that not everything deserves a reaction. I've suffered with road rage for years. I've suffered with people cheating me because I don't like people crossing me and stuff like that. But I've realized something. When I consistently have to react to these things, is the best thing you can do rather than reacting is keeping quiet.
Yeah.
they say there's power in silence.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone needs to know how you feel emotionally and how you're thinking at a point in time. And being silent doesn't make you look weak. Not reacting doesn't make you look weak.
Yeah.
It also gives you the ability to strategize on your next plan and your next move. So for me, I've come to a conclusion and I now realize that even though it's going to take me a longer period of time to achieve this, because I'm not perfect, like we said, this podcast is an opportunity for us to express ourselves, to communicate, to build a community of like-minded people that are ready to grow and change and evolve in this journey of life.
Yeah.
So for me, this is a reality about myself, reacting to so many things, and just being more patient and understanding the intricacies of and the intentions of other people and things around me before I actually react. I'm getting better at it, but I struggle with it a lot. And I will say as well, this has also affected some of my friendships in the past, and I would like to be a better person moving forward. So yes, it's something I
Yeah.
struggle with, and I mean, we all have our flaws. No one is perfect, but
And
I'm happy to share that.
yeah, I'm
because
really
I know a lot
glad.
of people struggle with it.
Yeah, and I'm really glad you brought that up as well. And this, life is so fun. Like, this just shows growth because we'll continue to grow.
Yeah.
Just like you said, I remember for years, especially the road rage, I'm like,
Yeah.
just let them, like, because you get upset with somebody doing whatever somebody did, and you've given them the power to ruin your day because for the next hour or two, you're just upset. And I'm like, just let it, like,
Go.
yeah.
I mean, it's
And then this,
maddening.
yeah, it's mad. I never that one. I did it. I couldn't understand it. I'm like,
yes.
why am I giving somebody so much power over me based off their reaction?
Yeah.
It's how you react to it that really matters. And just still reading Mel's book, Let Them Theory,
Yeah.
which is an amazing book, by the way, guys. If you've not read that book, you could, get it, read it. I could put a link where you can buy it anywhere, Amazon, anywhere. It's just a really amazing book. And, reading that book, a lot of things just, kind of like resonated with me. So somewhere in that book, there's the Let Them Theory is basically what we just said.
Yeah.
The Let Them Theory is you can't control everything. Don't even try to control it. Just let them,
Yeah.
and then let you. So, no, seriously, let them and then let you, because when you let them do what they want to do. As long as it's not like they're putting a gun to your head, let them do what they want to do, and just how you react. It's how you react to the situation that now shapes the situation, basically.
Oh yes.
So yeah, that's the whole idea of the let them theory. So when I was just reading that book, I was like, oh my God, I've been thinking of this for years. I'm like, why did I write a book about it? But no, like Mel's book is just really amazing. And she spoke about so many amazing things as well. So yeah, basically that's something I wish everybody knows or knew sooner.
Yes.
That is how you react to situations. Don't get too involved. As long as you don't, not everything needs a reaction,
Yeah,
basically.
and to add to not everything deserves a reaction. I'll say, to buttress on the point, I'll say something that's really helped me as well is meditating.
Oh yeah.
Finding power in being quiet and just thinking about the situation and letting it go. Like I said, or like we said earlier, you need to find ways to let things go. Don't hold on to things that won't push you forward or make you evolve and become a better person. So yes, I find a lot of power in meditating and just being, in my own box and understanding the situation rather than just having to react and then my whole day is messed up or I'm messing up on another person's day or anything can go wrong. So yeah. There's definitely power in silence. So,
Yeah, there's power. I feel like that's another skill.
Oh, yeah.
We found another skill, silence. What was the first skill? The first skill was no.
No,
So I
yes.
think we're actually like discovering some skills on this episode.
Yes.
So no is a skill, silence is a skill. Like it really is a skill because some people do try.
Oh yes.
Some people do try. Like it's hard.
Oh yeah, it's hard. The funny thing is, I was listening to Jay Shetty and I've forgotten the other lady's name, and he was saying something interesting. He said real change doesn't happen in weeks or months. that real change happens in years.
Oh yes, absolutely.
He said for you to hit the first is it the first pinnacle or the first stage of that real change takes about 5 years. And then
Yeah.
in some really difficult situations it takes about 10 years to actually really change.
Yeah. I
So
absolutely agree with that,
oh
100%.
yes, and when he said that, I had to think of us because like we always have our action plans and we always discuss, and I'm like, it has taken us actually over a decade to get rid of a lot of bad habits, to get in tune with ourselves and become who we truly want to be moving
You
forward
know
in life.
what?
So it's
This
crazy listening to someone and I'm like, oh,
yeah.
it does actually
This
take time.
this just brought back something, and I don't know if we should have this on another episode really, or we could just talk briefly about it before we kind of go back. Speaking about change, we know we're changing. We know the path we're on. We know the vision. We know where we're trying to get to, become better humans. Carry everybody along to become better humans. Speak with people who have achieved. How did they achieve? We know the goal. We know the vision. We're just trying to be better people, really. So my question is, and I don't think you will answer this, and I feel like we should put this on another episode, but I'm just throwing it out there. Because we've been on this growth journey and we've gone so far, I went back home recently
Yes.
and I met some of my old friends.
Okay.
Yes, I met some of my old friends and
This is your own ballpark.
yes, I met some of my old friends and I could see my change.
Oh yeah.
I could see my change, not in any way, but I could just see that I wasn't the same person.
Oh, no.
It
What you mean not in any way?
mean,
There is a way. Like you're seeing yourself as someone who has
like
grown
it's just so many
positively.
things. I can't. That's why I said I feel like it was just so many things, but I could see the change. And then that part where they say you can't grow in an environment where you broke. It really hit home for me. Because I was just imagining because we had that discussion, okay, this is what we want to do. We need to get out of here. This is not going to help us get to where we want to get to. We needed to remove ourselves.
Yeah.
And then, we're making new friendship, we're making new alliances, and our new friendship and alliances are all in alignment with where we're trying to get to. So imagine if we didn't start to change and grow and make this new friendship and alignments. Are we going to be able to, or would we have been able to achieve all what we're achieving right now? It's a really deep topic.
Oh yes. So this we had this discussion many years ago.
Yeah.
Like going back home.
Yeah.
So when we were in the UK living and we're on our evolving journey.
Still are.
Yeah, and still are. Yes. Yeah. When we're in a particular situation, I had a thought and I had a flashback, I believe some weeks ago, about it as well. What happened to me was I said, Atiku, you kind of, I won't use the word run away in a bad way, but you ran away from a lot of issues that you were internalizing and you were having personally, like road rage. I had anxiety, which was bad. I went through depression. I didn't see myself fully growing and becoming the person I wanted to be.
Yeah.
Even though I had the picture at the back of my mind, but I wasn't getting there. And for me, I had tell myself, I'm like, you can always run away from your problem, but if you don't tackle your issues heads on, those problems are always going to linger. You'll never grow. You'll never reach the pinnacle or the heights that you're trying to get to as a human being. So for me, it's important that I always revisit the past, which is a discussion you were just having this morning with your friend.
Oh yeah, I was having that discussion with my friend this morning, right?
Yeah.
Like you need to revisit the past sometimes. Yes. A lot of people try to block the past out.
Yeah. So you need to revisit the past
to reflect.
Yes, to reflect and see how you can become a better person, because you'll find yourself in these same situations again sooner than later, and how you react, your intentions, your action plan. Have you become a better person? Do you understand the situation better to not react the same way you used to react in the past? So for me, you always have to revisit your past for you to be able to move forward. And we're all humans. We all have our limits and weaknesses. How how we how we become better people is by making sure that our weaknesses now become our strengths. We are thriving as humans, even when we find ourselves in these situations that put us in a hole or that has put us in a hole before. So every situation now becomes familiar, or even if it does, if even though it's not familiar,
Yeah.
it puts you in a situation where you're like, oh, okay, I've been through something similar. I definitely have the tools and the right mindset and skills to move forward.
Yeah.
So
And yeah, I think yeah, that takes us to another what I wish sooner. This everything we just said now takes us to another version of things I wish I knew sooner, which is growth feels like loss at first. You know? It feels no, seriously, it feels like you're losing people. It feels like we're growing, we had to leave where we've always done. It
can I
feels
cut you
like
short?
yeah,
It's something I just said,
well,
like a snake.
oh, you need to change your
Oh,
skin.
yes, you need to change your skin.
Yes, because
Yes.
really, yeah, it feels like you're losing people. It feels like you're losing a version of your. It feels like you're losing you. It feels like you're losing a version of yourself. Like just like I gave the TEDx speech. You know, at first I felt like I was losing me. Or you feel like you're losing a version of yourself, but you're actually growing into the new
You just
you.
had to put that out there, right?
What's that?
The TEDx speech.
Not really. It just came with the flow.
Don't mind me.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
feels like, no, seriously, it feels like, and no, on a more serious note, I wish I knew that sooner because that held me for a longer time than looking back. I would have wanted it to hold me back because I didn't want to lose the people I already knew. I didn't want to lose the place I already knew. But with growth, you need new people, you need new soil, you need new space, you need new alliances, and it's just something I wish I knew really earlier. What else?
Yeah. You want me to go ahead with the point of mine?
Okay.
I have another one.
I love that you know what, I need to start writing down my points because I feel like,
No, I mean we had points that we had our action plan and all, but whilst I sat down alone and I was thinking, I'm like, okay, what else? Or what are the things that I personally I believe I wish I knew sooner because
Yeah.
there are over 30 things that we actually
I
believe
feel
that we
like
could.
there are so many things. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think we can cover everything on
oh
this
no, we
episode,
can't.
but everything we can just think of really we'll say.
Yeah. So another point will be there's no perfect time to start.
Oh,
You have to be
yes.
intentional.
Yes.
So this has to do with your career, your financial decisions, the time you spend with yourself, your loved ones,
Yeah.
your kids, if you're married or you're not married and you have kids. It's important for us to understand that there's no perfect time to start.
Yeah.
You're never going to have, you might never have enough money to start that business.
Yeah, true.
You might never have the required skills to start that business or that career path. You might not have the right amount of skills as well when you're ready to have kids. But there's no perfect time to have kids. You have kids when it happens. I'll say you just need to be intentional. You need to have your action plan down.
Yeah.
You need to have your to-do list, and you have to be mentally fit and ready. Your foundation has to be strong when you're going into things. Telling yourself that, you know what, I do not have all the required resources to 100%. You will never have it to 100%
No,
because the world is changing.
you won't.
Especially in the 21st century and the year the century of technology or years
Everything
of
is,
technology and social media.
that.
Everything is changing.
Yeah, we need to bring somebody on AI on our podcast.
Yeah.
That's a huge topic we need to discuss.
So there's no perfect time to start. You just have to start. You just have to pick up your pen, pick up a notepad, and start writing your action plan. Oh, I'm trying to be fit today. How do I get fit? I don't have money for monthly subscription to the gym. How can I start? You can start by running every morning or taking jogs or long walks.
The intention behind it.
Yeah, there has to be intention behind it. You have to look at your meal plan, your daily meal plan. What times do you eat? How do you eat? What kind of food do you consume if you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to add some more weight? Whatever it is you're trying to achieve. If you want to meditate, do cardio, you can do that in your living room or in your bedroom or outside your house, wherever it is. So you don't necessarily have to go to the gym.
Because if you say you're waiting for money for that, all that is just excuses.
Oh yeah, it's just excuses.
It's just excuses. There's no perfect time. Yeah. And this was the podcast I was listening to on my run this morning, and that's what we were talking about, acting as if you can't wait till everything, just like you said, you can't wait till everything is perfect before you post that picture on Instagram or before you make that move or before you send the application. You have to just first start and then you improve as you grow.
Yeah, because for me, in the past, it's something I kind of struggled with. I wanted some things, I won't say everything, but some things I think I always wanted to be perfect, or I wanted to feel this way or look this way. And I mean, the truth is you have the plan or you have the thought in your mind. This is your dream. This is what you're trying to achieve. Even though I personally know that, I don't have all the resources required to achieve certain things, but I have the resources up to 30%, 20%, even if it's 5%, just start writing, start talking to people around what it is that you're trying to achieve.
Yeah, and I heard something that perfection is just in evolution and growth and mindset terms. Perfection is just another word for procrastination. Because
procrastination is the killer of dreams.
Thank you for completing that. Procrastination is the killer of dreams. Because if you keep saying, I want it to be perfect, honestly, you're just really procrastinating. Yeah. And when you keep procrastinating, you won't get it done.
Yeah.
So it's just, don't wait till it's perfect. However it is, just start. Because it just like you said, nothing can be built in a day. It grows over time. So if you just start, by the time you get to that point where everybody now knows you, at least you're perfect to a point, Yeah. But you can't wait till you're perfect and you feel like when you're perfect, everybody knows you immediately. You just start.
Yeah, and the truth
you have the vision and start.
Yeah, and the truth is, the people that have achieved some form of success, I'm not talking about just financially, I mean physically or career-wise or whatever it is, they all don't see themselves as perfect. If you ask everyone, they'll still tell you they are struggling.
They're still learning.
They're still learning. They're still acquiring knowledge, skills. They are still networking. They're still in search of so many things. And it brings me back to something that I would like to tell the younger generation, for those in their teens or 20s or people in 30s or whatever age that you find yourself. Most people in this world are trying to find their purpose. Everyone is trying to find his or her purpose. This is a round table discussion I've had with multiple people, and whilst we are discussing, I just have it at the back of my mind. I'm like, you know what? Let me ask this question and see how many people really know.
Have you figured out?
Yeah, have you figured out? And to my surprise, most times than not, almost everyone believes they haven't found their purpose. Even those that have financial success or have climbed to the highest level, they feel there's still something missing in their lives and they wish they could figure it out sooner than later.
Yeah.
So we're all struggling, and don't beat yourself up.
No.
Don't beat yourself up.
Humans, we as human beings, we are wanting beings. When you have this, you always want more. When you have that, you always want more. And I guess that's natural. So I think we had a discussion and we just realized that, everybody's figuring it out as they go. I related that to my parents, my mom and dad, and then growing up, with my mom and dad, even, your parents, when you're growing up, you look at them like, they have everything figured out, the mommy knows everything, daddy knows everything. And that's how you grow up till you get to maybe 20s and, you're going okay, mom and dad are just human beings as well because they grew up as zero. So we're talking about it, even with our kids, and we're like, we're here. We're still trying to figure it out. But with the kids, they look at it like, mommy knows everything. I'm like, oh my God. This was our parents. So that means they were trying to figure it out then too. Oh, yes. So everybody's trying to figure it out. This is everybody's first time at life. This is everybody's first try.
Oh, yeah, this is your first try. So as you as time passes and the questions are asked or actions are taken,
You just,
yeah,
yeah,
you
just
just
hope you make the best
best decision.
decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the other day, daughter was asking me a question, and I'm like, and she was like, I thought you knew. I'm like, trust me, even your mom and dad don't know everything. We're still trying to
And
figure
she's
out a
like,
lot of
really?
things.
I'm like,
And I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, and I'm like, do you know I actually learned a lot from you, just having conversations with you, or the things you do. And I'm like, oh, okay, I could have done that, or I can do that. So we're all learning from ourselves, and no one is an island. You have to
Yeah.
learn from everyone around you.
And I like the fact that, especially, people like a lot of our generation, and a lot of people are beginning to open up about the fact that everybody's figuring it out.
Oh
Because
yes,
before, the perception was everybody wanted to have it look
and
like,
give people
oh,
grace.
yeah, and give people grace. That's something you need to give people grace. Everybody wanted to have it like, oh, I have it all figured out and look perfect. But it's okay not to be perfect. It's okay not to act like you figured it all out. In fact, it's better to be vulnerable so that you can get help where you need help or where you might need help.
Oh yes, and there's happiness in realizing that you don't have it all figured out, or when you figure it out, that sense of joy and happiness in achieving that goal. You're like, oh my goodness, I finally achieved this thing. I've done this thing. There's no better feeling than realizing that, oh, I've finally achieved this thing. It's like playing in the NBA finals and you finally win the championship. And you're like, oh my goodness, I'm on top of the mountain.
And then
I've done
after
it
that,
all.
you're
Oh
looking at the
yeah.
next one.
Oh yeah. After that, you're like in the off season, you're like, okay, I have to go back again. I have to train. I want to be back at the mountaintop and stuff like that. So yeah, we never figure it out.
Yeah,
And
we do.
yeah.
Let's talk about key things that goes everybody in life goes through that at some point. So what's the key thing you wish you knew about money?
Money.
What's the thing you wish you knew about money earlier?
It's a deep one. Okay.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah, yeah. Something I wish I knew about money is that money doesn't buy happiness. What money does is that it buys you freedom. Money does buy
True.
you freedom. It doesn't buy you happiness. You find happiness in most things that money can buy. You're happy to be alive. You're happy to be fit. You're happy to be taking actionable plans that make you become a better person. Every day you wake up, you're not just looking at yourself in the mirror like, oh, okay, what am I going to do today? You already have it figured out. You're planning. You're moving. You have things that occupy your time and take up your day that make you happy and make you feel good. Sharing a meal with your family on the
Yeah.
dining table, discussing about their day, discussing about the future, discussing about the past, sharing information,
Yeah.
or being on your phone or your computer, learning new skills or researching and doing stuff like that, doing things that make you happy on your leisure time. Like myself, I'm playing video games and talking trash with people online. Just these are the things that make you feel happy, or listening to music that fills up your soul and you're like, oh wow, this does make me feel good. So money buys you, what they call it buys you, money buys you freedom. Money gives you the ability to have access to things that will make you feel better, but it doesn't buy you happiness. Like, we know loads of people that are wealthy, that are millionaires, one or two that are billionaires, and they tell you money.
Money.
Yeah, money. I'm sorry with that expression, but money doesn't buy you happiness.
Yeah.
Like, we have friends that are married, unfortunately, that are wealthy,
Not
well-to-do.
happy.
They are not happy,
I think.
and
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
And I'm sorry to cut you short. For this generation, in the generation that we are in now, especially in the age of content creation and all, don't get deceived by the things you see on social media and how people interact with themselves, or leave it up, or they go shopping and stuff like that. Behind the camera, when you sit down and have that discussion with them,
they're not. Yeah.
yeah, they're not happy, they're not fulfilled with life. Things are actually worse than even people that are homeless. And sorry to use the homeless, but yeah, their situation might feel and sound like people that don't have anything. So
Yeah. Yeah. Just what you said. Money. What were you saying? Oh, I forgot what I wanted to say now. Ah.
yeah,
Yeah, that's how you call it. I forgot what I'd say. If I remember, I'll get it. But yeah,
Oh
just
yes.
yeah, yeah. So what else?
Yeah. I think I have one more point. I have about 3 more points, but I need to cut it short so this thing doesn't blow out of proportion. So, your environment. This is another point that I wrote down. Your
Yes, I
environment.
remember.
Oh, you remember? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Go.
money you were talking about happiness. Money, for me, money amplifies your happiness. It amplifies your mindset. So the first thing is you need to fix your mindset first. Because if you get money and your mindset is wrong, you're probably going to lose that money. So that's one thing, I wish everybody knows. A lot of people chase the money, but they don't fix themselves first. You need to first fix yourself, and by fixing yourself, the money will come.
This is a better take than mine. I appreciate that.
By fixing yourself,
Yeah.
the money will come. The money will amplify your self-worth. It will amplify your happiness. It will amplify everything that you're chasing. So money is like the means, it's like the fuel.
Yeah.
But if you don't get the car and you just have fuel, you're just carrying the fuel. You're not really moving smart. So you need to first fix yourself. And money just amplifies every other thing. So
Yeah.
if you're not happy before the money, don't think the money will solve it.
Oh,
If
yes.
you don't have the right mindset before the money, that's why you see some people, they make money and then you just know that this is money just going to the wrong person because they don't even spend the money right. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I think that's it.
Yeah, and also another thing, just to buttress on your point or expatiate. So, when you do have money or you're making money, it's also important because most people say it's lonely at the top. I don't believe it's lonely at the top. There are people that have wealth, but because their mindset is always refined and refreshed, and they continuously look for ways to improve and become better. Realize that these people that have wealth and are happy and find peace within themselves usually have a good family structure.
Yeah.
They have loved ones around them. They have good friends. They network with people that they run with, go to the gym with, probably play video games with, or just hang out with. So your circle of friends and your family members, how you interact and the things you talk about and internalize as well is important as well. In contrast or in relation to having that money. So you can have money and not have all these things
And
that
not
you're
have
lost.
all-
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Okay. Love. What do you think you wish you knew about love?
love.
Yeah, love. So I said money. I said love. I'm gonna say one more thing. One more thing that I know that everybody goes through. Everybody goes through money. Everybody goes through love. Everybody goes through. I'll hold that till
Yeah.
after you answer love.
Love. I don't know if you're putting me on the spot or not, but love. Something I wish I knew something about love. I'll say, I don't even know where to start from.
Yeah.
I think I give you the floor for this one because my head is all over the place. I'm not sure how to break this down.
For me,
yeah.
although I would say I'm just asking you because I just before while you were answering money, I was thinking of the next one and I'm like, okay, love. I don't know, but for me, I see a lot of people, chase love, and maybe because of my upbringing, I've always known that we shouldn't chase love, and that's always been my my mindset. You shouldn't chase anybody to love you.
Yeah.
You shouldn't force anybody to love you. And you shouldn't fight for anybody's love.
Okay.
And you should always love yourself.
Yeah.
So my upbringing had always taught me that. And yes, I love you, my darling husband. But I feel like that's why in the past, my past relationships, before I eventually met you, it was easy for me to know when to just back out. It's not worth it because I'm not going to fight for it. I'm not going to. And it was so easy for me. Yeah, obviously you feel like, I got heartbroken. I thought that was the
I know
one.
what I want to talk about.
Yeah, I got heartbroken. I thought that was the one. But I'm so happy. I learned that early. So, because I see a lot of, I'm a girl, obviously. We've seen girls fall in love. We've seen girls that have just been heartbroken. You have different types of friends. I've seen some of my other friends, really fight for love and really, they're sad or they're heartbroken and and I'm like, why are you doing this to yourself? So, but I couldn't understand it because and maybe because I grew up with 5 boys, my brothers already drilled that to me. So I had that upbringing. It was, even though it hurt me to like, oh man, but it was easy for me to, because I love myself so much, it was easy for me to be like, no, I'm not, I know I shouldn't fight for love. I know I shouldn't beg for love. You should love me because you love me. Like, so for me, that's what I wish, a lot of people should always know about love. Love should be easy. Love should be calm. Love is beautiful. Love, yeah, love is love. Oh, I'm a lover girl, by the way.
Yeah, I think, like you said, yeah. So for love, I'll say love has to be something that I believe I found out with time, especially when I was meeting you. So in the process of meeting you, I was also constructing myself and growing, and I realized in myself as well that if I'm going to fall in love with someone else and eventually have a girlfriend and that will eventually become my wife, because in my own mind at that point, which is how it happened, the next person I'm going to date is definitely the next person I want to get married to. So I was intentional. I knew who I was. I knew there were certain things about myself at that point, even though it was the wrong mindset, that I wasn't ready to change.
Yeah.
But with time, I've come to understand that change is the only constant thing we have in life. You have to always pivot and evolve and become a better person. But at that point, I wasn't ready to make myself feel small and uncomfortable to satisfy another person's needs because I love that person. That's not love. That's suffocating yourself in sadness. Like you're falling deep right into the hole and you won't come out of it. So I wanted to feel someone that I could plan the future with. We're aligned mentally. We're going to grow together, because I wanted to figure out life. I wanted to grow. I wanted a lot of stuff. And for me, having the right woman beside me, someone that will also educate me and impact me positively, was very important. And right out of the gate, which is another topic we need to have another day.
Yeah.
Right out of the gate, the first day I met you, based off the discussion we had for 2 hours. In short, I think 30 minutes discussing with you, or I don't think it was over an hour. I told you I was going to marry you.
And I'm like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
Like, who still says that in this time?
Yeah, I
and
said I was
age?
going to marry you because personally, we had, for me, we had connected. You were the kind of woman I was looking for. And I'm like, okay, this is the right person for me.
Yeah.
This is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. So yeah, so for love, it has to be reciprocated. You have to identify your own weaknesses, your own strengths, things you're trying to improve, and the goals you're trying to achieve in life.
Yeah.
And having the right partner beside you that has the same attitude, and understanding that as you continuously grow in life, you guys are always going to change, you're always going to evolve.
Yes.
And you have to always be ready to accommodate and give that person room
Space to
change.
grow.
Yeah,
Space to grow.
Yeah, don't force the person to change.
Or force your own beliefs and thoughts on that
opinion
person.
and
Because,
opinions.
yeah, and I love that as well, because you fell in love with that version of that person. And let me continue.
Oh,
but
no.
yeah, like that was very important, because as couples, it's easy for us to want to impose, our ways on the other. And in a way, we might not realize it, but we fell in love with that version of that person. And you, just like you said, you need to give each person space to grow.
Yeah.
But I guess that's something we also kind of learned as we grew together.
Yeah,
so we came in up.
Oh yeah.
But, oh my god, I feel like we should have an episode on that. That'll be an interesting one. Okay, last one. And speaking, as you're speaking, I think of it. And the last one is time. So I've said money, love, time. What do you think you wish you knew first, or you wish you knew earlier about time?
Time is the most important currency in the world.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Not everyone knows that. Or people know that, but people don't understand the value.
They understand what it means.
Yes, people don't understand how valuable your time is. Having time itself, time skills itself is life-saving. So...
Oh, that's another skill, time. Oh,
yes.
I feel like we need to write down all the skills we've learned on this episode.
Yes. So, having, like, you get... We're on the subject of time, right?
Yeah, time.
Yeah, time. Yeah, so time management. So understanding how to prioritize your daily activities around the time you have, and how effective you'll be throughout your day,
Yeah.
and how you feel throughout the day as well. So for me, time management is important because once I understand how my day is going to go, what priorities I need to, what my priorities and the things I need to get off my list for that day or for the week, it makes things easier for me. It makes things easier for me. It puts my my emotion in a better environment for me to process things and move faster.
Yeah.
I can tell myself that okay, today I'm trying to achieve X amount of things, and this is the time it's going to take me to achieve it. And
Yeah.
within that time, for me, it's very important. I like to have 30 minutes to 1 hour a day to chill. Now,
That's
that
you.
30 minutes to 1 hour,
Mr. Chill.
it's that no, whilst I'm chilling, is it that I'm on YouTube researching or on the internet researching or I'm playing game, and then after that I can come back. It refreshes me, brings me back. I'm not someone that I go hard, but for me that time to rest and recalibrate and give myself, it gives me the opportunity to go harder for the rest of the day and be
Yeah.
myself and achieve stuff. So yeah,
Yeah,
so
time is for me, yeah, that's something. The thing is, everybody in the world has 24 hours. Is how
yes.
you utilize it.
Yeah.
So I've gotten better on my own time management as well. That's something I wish I knew earlier, how to manage my time. But as we grew, or as we both grew, I manage my time better now. Like I actually put schedules for this, that, that.
Yes.
And psychologically, my brain, I take it like it's work. I'm like, if you're showing up at the office and you need to get there for 8, you'll be there for 8. So why are you not showing up for your own self,
yes.
So that's how I've, kind of like fine-tuned my mind to make sure that I function according to the time that I've set. And it's paying off because then 24 hours is actually a lot of time. It's not a lot of time, but it is a lot of time to get things done because everybody has 24 hours a day. So it's how you utilize it that matters.
Yeah, you said something about meeting up with people and appointments. It's also important when you're talking about time management and how realizing that time is important as well. Is setting boundaries with people too when it comes to time. Like, you know what, we are meeting up at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Make sure you are there 10 minutes or 5 minutes before 1 p.m. at least.
And if you're running late,
if you're running late,
send a message or
send a
something,
message because
you have,
yeah, things do happen. But
how you use your time represents you.
Yeah, it represents you. That's what I was about to say as well. Let people know you for being cautious about your time, how important your time is to you, because then they can now respect you and understand your boundaries.
You know what? Time is a skill.
Oh, it's a skill.
Because
people won't joke with you. People won't play with your time. People won't just call you up and say, "Oh, let's go to the let's go to the lounge and have drinks or have a meal." They understand that if I call Atiku at this point in time, he might actually be busy doing something and he might tell me no. And if he tells me no, they need to understand that your time is important to you and this is how you intend to spend your time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like with time you have to really be intentional about it as well. And the culture matters. Remember when we pivoted from where we, are from originally, we're not very what's the right word? We're not very time conscious. So it was something we needed to learn because of the society we're in, and also because of everything that we had, because we just have so many things that we need to do and achieve. So we had to learn. We had to learn it.
Yeah.
It was something we had to learn.
But you were always angry with me because I remember when people say be here by 3 p.m. and we are there by 2:50 or 2:55 and you're like,
that was old me, and I'm
like,
no, we need to get there, like arrive late and it's that, and that's because of the culture we're coming from.
But guess what?
Well,
everyone in our circle
knew that you would be there early. Yeah, and it helped. So I had to learn. You didn't have to learn, but I had to learn. And
no, I still had to learn because
you slip back.
Oh yeah, I slipped.
You slipped.
You
slipped into sometimes, but we could talk about that. But you slip. But like we're both great now, especially with timing. Like it's so important. It speaks for you before you even speak for yourself. Your timing. If you're there, like that's just it goes a longer way than you can imagine.
Oh yes. It tells the kind of person you are.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That was an interesting one. So guys,
Are you sure we're done?
It's a lot. I don't think we can go through everything. It's a lot, but I feel like
to talk about,
okay. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Oh no. We can we can have a part 2 or something on this topic, because, like we said, things that you wish you knew sooner. The list definitely is going to be over 50.
What's over 50? Like, it's going to keep going. It's an endless topic. So we could have a part 2, depending on your feedback, guys. Can you drop in the comments? What are the kind of things that you wish you knew sooner, and how has that affected you, and have you kind of like evolved from that? Have you changed? What have you changed really? Drop some comments. Let's know what you think, and let's see if we're gonna have another episode of this, because this looks like a forever topic.
Yeah, it's a forever topic. Guys, don't forget to share this episode with your loved ones, your friends, your colleagues at work. Like, subscribe, and like she rightfully said, let us know things that you wish you knew sooner. Let's have a discussion about this and how we can continuously help one another become better within this community and outside this community as well.
Yeah, and if you are watching this, I hope you subscribed already, because we have loads of more interesting episodes to come. And also, if somebody sent this to you, that person really loves you, because person is sending you a podcast of value and entertainment as well, where you can learn and grow and join the community.
Oh, yes.
All right, guys. See you on the next episode. Cheers. Bye.
Bye.